You good?
Yeah, bro.
All right, Shalom. First, we want to start off by giving all praise and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai.
Yahushai.
All right, Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. Yahushai been the name of His beloved Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. That's their true names in the Lashon Kodash, the ancient Hebrew. The only names you can call upon for, the only names you can call upon for salvation, if you're an Israelite, okay? The Israelites being so-called Negroes, you Hispanics, and you Native Americans today, as well as the Israelite foreigners that have taken on the appearance of the heathen. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the true men of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, the true leaders of our nation. Okay, the ancient prophets coming back, and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. You know, we've been blessed once again to be out here to teach the word of Yahweh B'Shem Shai in truth. Okay. You know, the correct understanding of the Bible, okay, and to warn our people at the times that are ahead, you know, and prophesy the downfall of the current empire, this wicked reign under the so-called white man Esau Edom, okay, and right now we're in the season of the Pesach, okay, which is a very solemn time. It's not a time of, you know, we're not in the house of feasting, all right? We're actually in the house of mourning, you know, waiting upon our Lord, okay? But yeah, like I said, the Pesach is a very solemn time, and we want to dive into the origins of that night, you know, and these are the examples that we go into. You know, the night of the first Pesach and Yahweh Shai's Pesach, it was very serious, man, you know, so let's go into it, bro.
Exodus chapter 12
Lord's word, we can read 12, 13, and 14, man.
and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
And right, we're in that beginning of the month. All right, the new year really, according to the moon, just came in a couple weeks ago, man. Okay, not when the so-called white man tells you the new year came in. Okay, the new year comes in when everything springs into life. Okay, not in the middle of winter when everything is dying. Okay, so we're in that new year. Go ahead.
It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
Right, in these times, somebody get that in what is that? Judges rehearsing the righteous act. Somebody grab that. And this time, we're not actually growing up lambs and
Right.
you know all of that, man. This is rehearsal, man. Whoever got it, man. Rehearsal. That's Judges 5, ain't it?
I got it. Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water.
Let me ask you, what does it mean, the places of drawing water? Read again.
Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
You know what that means, places of drawing water represents captivity. Huh? All right, read it again.
I got the precept on that.
Okay.
That's Joshua 9 and 23. Now therefore ye are cursed, and there none of you be freed from bondmen.
Well, hold on. So this is the heathen. They heard about the things that Yahweh B'Shem Shai did for us coming out of Egypt, man. They heard of how the Lord destroyed Pharaoh and his army. So in this situation right here, dealing with Joshua, these heathen nations, they basically lied, you know, act like they was coming from a faraway place, seeking mercy, man.
Yeah.
They was in fear, man. Okay, how about Shema Shai is about to put you nations in fear once again, man? Okay, go ahead, Ak.
Now therefore ye are cursed, and there should none of you be freed from being bondmen, and hewers of wood and drawers of water.
Look at that, hewers of wood and drawers of water, man. Representing servitude, man. Slavery. Read it again. That's powerful.
Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be freed from being bondmen, and hewers of wood and drawers of water for the house of my power.
That's right, Ak. That's the point. So that gives you the understanding on this scripture. Read it again.
Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water.
Right, in the places of drawing water in captivity, here we are on the western hemisphere of the earth. We're not from this place. This is a strange land. Our forefathers didn't know this place. This is not the promised land where the Lord said we will be.
And this is another land that the Lord told us He was going to bring us
Second
to.
Esdras 13.
Right.
You know? But it was all the plan of Yahweh by Shema Shai, man, because the Lord was drawing the attention to America, man. Babylon the Great. All right, the Lord gonna make an example out of this joint. Go ahead.
They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
Right, here shall we rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, because Yahweh by Shema Shai has returned us back to our heritage, man. All right, grab Hosea 1 real quick, 1 and 10, and then we're gonna go back to Exodus. So here we are rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord. What are the righteous acts? The laws. Okay? Some of us, the few of us that the Lord has returned unto Him, we're keeping the Passover. We're keeping the Shabbat. Okay? We're keeping the Day of Atonement. So on and so on, man. Go ahead.
So you want Hosea 1 and 10?
Yeah.
So Hosea 1 and 10, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea,
Right?
which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Right? You can't listen to the so-called white man when he calls us minorities.
Right.
That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. We're not the minority. We're the majority. You know? This man is he's the father of lies, man. Okay? We're the superior race on the earth, man. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Right? This is the place. This is the place where we lost our heritage. This is the place where Esau was allowed to put his foot in our goddamn neck, man. You know, and call us all type of bywords and proverbs according to the curses, man. He calls us black, niggers, spooks, spicks, you know, African American, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans,
Color.
natives, coloreds, indigenous.
Yeah.
We're none of that, man. Okay? And then he calls himself white.
Right.
He calls himself European. And you're none of that. You're the damn devil the Bible speaks of. You're Esau Edom. That's you. Embrace it.
Red.
You're the red man. The only red man.
Yeah.
And we're the Israelites. Hold on, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in that place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people,
Right?
there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
Right there, it should be said unto them, you are the sons of the living power. And it's being said through the men of the Lord. Through the men that Yahweh Shema Shai set up, starting with a great man like Abba Bivens, Elder Abba Bivens, King Masha, Elder High Priest Ariah, Elder High Priest Yaiquab, all the way on down to our apostles, down to us. You're being told who you truly are according to the Bible, man. The truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is we went off and the Lord exiled us from our land. The Lord was fed up with our bull or with our BS. So he judged us. But now we're a token, we're a sign that the Lord he's wrapping this captivity up. Get your precept back.
Baruch chapter 2 verse 4. Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about.
Right, subjection means under rule. We are in subjection to this goddamn devil and these heathens.
Yep.
The scripture said we should go to the one of our enemies. We should go to the enemy for the one of all things. Go ahead.
That are round about us to be as a reproach and a desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them.
Right, get Hosea 8 and 8. We're a reproach. Everybody wants to be a nigga, but nobody wants to be a nigga. All right, these damn Edomites, they act as if they're oblivious to our plight, but yet they wouldn't want to walk one day in our shoes, man, in this racist ass society, man. Read that again and then get Hosea.
Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round.
Right, it was the Lord that delivered us into your hands. You know, because you couldn't go head up with us. You
Did
couldn't go
nothing.
head up with us, man. You see Jake is destroyed, but Jake can still get you, man. But we're in our lowest state. So the Lord had to break us down. The Lord had to get us in order for you to get us. The Lord gave you an advantage over us. He gave you the sword. Go ahead.
Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and a desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them. Thus we were cast down and not exalted,
That's right.
because we have sinned against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, our power, and have not been obedient unto his voice.
Right. And that's what the Lord, that's all he really wants is obedience, right? Just like a man wants from a woman.
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Right. But that's not how the Lord set up this movie. He set up the movie to where we was going to lose ourselves and be cast down. Go ahead, get that scripture.
Hosea chapter 8 and 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Right. Read it again.
Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles.
Right, this is the original Gentiles, the heathen. Now we've been scattered among you. Go ahead.
As a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Right. We're a reproach. We're a proverb. You know? You nations see us and you hiss. But that's all right. Just as you seen us fall, you seen us rise.
Our rising will be way greater than our fall.
And we will never fall again. Get that. Go back to the exit, Sock. Start back at the top.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord, Yahweh Shimei Shai, spoke unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Right?
Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish,
Right?
a male of the first year.
Yep.
He shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
Right. The lamb without blemish, right? That makes you think of who? Yahweh Shai, man. Let's get John 1 and 29. Because Yahweh Shai, he was the ultimate sacrifice for us, man. The ultimate lamb with no blemish.
Oh, I got the word blemish.
Go ahead.
The Hebrew word is thamayam, which means complete, whole, entire sound.
Slow it down, brother.
Complete, whole, entire sound. Whole sound, helpful, unimpaired, innocent, having integrity.
Right? Yeah. Yahweh Shai was perfect when he came on the earth to be that sacrifice. He was perfect. know, like they got that sound bite. Perfect. Go ahead,
Yeah,
whoever got it.
perfect.
Oh, it says
Upright.
perfect?
Perfect. Upright in the King James Version translation count.
Yeah, perfect. Upright, right?
Without spot, uprightly, whole, sincerely, complete.
Yeah. Yeah, same, all the same
Yeah.
words pretty much. Right, Yahweh Shai was sinless when he came. He was that perfect sacrifice, all right, for the nation of Israel only, man. You other nations, you're excluded, all right? You're not included, you're excluded. You're outsiders, man.
Right.
You know? You ain't got no parts of this, man. You got some, Mark?
Yeah, that John.
Yep.
So John 1:29. The next day John seeth Yahweh Shai coming unto him.
All right, this is John the Baptist. Go ahead.
The next day John seeth Yahweh Shai coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of the Most High, which take away the sin of the world.
Right, the Lamb of the Most High, which take away the sin of the world. Now it's not talking about the world in the sense of oikoumene, the inhabited earth. No, that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about the nation of Israel, man. Okay? The nation of Israel and the nation of Israel only, man. Because what do you other nations need to be saved from? Answer that. We need to be saved from y'all. You have gathered to make plans against us. All right? Not the other way around. So when the Lord comes, he coming to stump you out, and he coming to save his elect. Go ahead.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Isaiah 53 and verse 7. He was oppressed and he was afflicted. Yet he
Go up to like 3 or 4.
3 and 4? Okay.
Hey, bro, can I get this real quick about the world real quick?
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord
Right, Israel is going to be saved, right? Go ahead.
with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded.
Right.
World without end.
Right, so that's the world that Yahweh Shai came for, man. Get it right. All right, get it right. That's what the Lord came for. And that's what the Lord's coming for in his second coming. All right, you other nations, you're a goddamn bunch of nobodies, man. You're a bunch of adversaries, man.
The Lord said they were nothing
Yeah.
but be like unto spittle.
And you're going to have to learn that. Right now you think you hot shit, but you're going to have to learn your place in this world. Go ahead.
Isaiah 53 and verse 3. He is despised and rejected.
This is speaking of Yahweh Shai when he came. This is a prophecy. But Yahweh Shai said what? He came not to destroy the law and the prophets, but to fulfill the things that were written of him. Go ahead.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
Right, Yahweh Shai was a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. So we're going to be men of sorrow and we're going to be acquainted with grief. When you're acquainted with something, you're familiar with it.
Exactly.
We're familiar with grief, man. I'll talk to you all day about some grief. I'll tell you about some pain. What DMX say on that Rough Rider anthem? All I know is pain. That's all we know over here, man. And then that pain is kicked up when you come into the truth. Go ahead, Art.
We hid as if it were our faces from him, and he was despised, and we esteemed him not.
Right? Jake rejected him. Go ahead.
Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken and smitten of Yahweh and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions.
He was wounded for our transgressions, man. You know? Like they show you on the Passion of Christ. You know? Passion goes back to pain. So Yahweh Shai, he dealt with a lot of pain. That's why when you're going through your trials, you got to consider what the Lord went through. And then your shit ain't nothing, man. When it comes down to it, our hell ain't nothing, man. Compared to what our Lord went through, or went through. And guess what? He didn't go through it in vain neither, man. He didn't go through it in vain. Look at us now, man. Okay?
And look where he is right now. Sitting on the right hand of the Heavenly Father, man.
Yeah, he got glorified and he was glorified in the heavens. But he's soon to come back and be glorified on the earth. Finish that out. We're gonna get your precept.
He was bruised for our iniquities, and the chastisement of our peace was upon him.
He was bruised for our iniquities. That's why he felt forsaken on that cross. You know? Because he took on the whole sin, all the sins of Israel, man. Go ahead.
And with his stripes we are healed.
Through his stripes we are healed, man. Because he gave us that access back to the Father, man. All right? He's the mediator. He's the door between us and the Most High, man. He made that relationship all right. That's why a few of us, Lord's will, we are that number, we're going to be able to be saved. It's through the blood of Yahweh Shai. Not the blood of Jesus,
Right.
but the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. To where we're cleansed. All right? And we have righteousness, man. You done with that? Go ahead.
And it says, all we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord had laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought.
Right, he was oppressed and afflicted, and he opened not his mouth. There's certain times where Pontius Pilate, and Herod, they would ask some questions and he would ignore them. Right? Go ahead.
He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before the shearers is dumb. So he opened not his mouth.
Read again.
It says, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth.
Right. Dumb meaning you can't speak. Like John the Baptist's father was made dumb through the time of pregnancy of his wife. Okay? So that whole thing is dealing with Yahweh Shai, man. Get your precept out.
Hey, I was gonna add that's spiritual, man, because once you see a lamb get offered, man, you know they accept it, man. They don't make much noise afterwards. You know, that's a very spiritual scripture.
It's Psalms 22 and 13. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening, and a roaring lion. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax, it is melted in the midst of my bowels. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaveth to my jaws. And thou hast brought me unto the depths of death. For dogs have compassed me, and assembled out of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet.
Now this is King David speaking now. When was King David ever pierced? Obviously it's talking about someone else. It's prophecy dealing with Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
I might tell all my bones, they look and stare upon me. They part my garments among them, and cast lots upon my vesture.
Yeah, this happened, man.
But be not thou far from me, O Lord, my strength, haste thee to help me. Basically just all the hell that Yahweh Shai caught, man. For Israel's sake, you know?
Yep.
Mainly the elect's sake, you know? Going up on that cross. You know, the dogs were passing around him, the Romans.
Yep.
You know, his bones were out of joint, pierced his hands and his feet, you know? They put that crown of thorns on his head.
Yeah, he experienced excruciating pain.
No
A pain that none of us can handle.
Right. No man on earth can go through what Yahweh Shai went through, man. No man can deal with that pain, you know?
Yeah.
By a bunch of dogs, you know, the same ones he created, like it says in the scripture, man.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Exodus.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse 3. Speak he unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month,
Jump to 4.
verse 4, and if the household be too little for the lamb, lay him and his neighbor next unto his house, take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. He shall take it out of the sheep or from the goats, and he shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses,
Right?
wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, and roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs
Right.
they shall eat it.
This is what we do every year, man. You know, concerning the Pesach. Go ahead.
Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the purtenance thereof. And he shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And
Right.
that which remaineth of it until the morning, he shall burn it with fire. And thus shall he eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet.
With your loins girded, your shoes on your feet. So it wasn't no happy, joy spirit in the air, man.
Right.
You gotta remember, the Lord has devastated Egypt with 9 prior plagues, man. You know, the 10th plague haven't been mentioned yet. But them damn Egyptians was shaking in their boots, man. They been begged, Pharaoh, come on, man. Let these people go. Look at us, man. Go ahead.
And you're like, bro, with your shoes on and girded up, that means that you're ready to leave at any moment. You know, it's like you're on the edge. It's not time to be relaxing. You know, it wasn't a relaxing moment, man. Okay?
Have your staff.
Have your
Their
staff
hand.
in your hand.
Staff, shoes, unleavened bread. They didn't have time to really do the bread like that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and he shall eat it in haste.
You eat in haste. When we hold the Pesach, you eat in haste. There ain't no party, man. Go ahead.
It is the Lord's Passover,
There you go.
for I will pass through the land of Egypt.
Why is it called Passover? Huh? Why is it called Passover?
The angel will pass through that night.
What angel? Who you talking about?
Death angel?
No, Shai. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 12, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
So this was the 10th. This was the 10th and final plague that Yahweh Shai sent to the goddamn Egyptians, man, which devastated them, broke them, man. Go ahead. So this was a horrible night. This was a terrifying night.
Yeah.
You know, Jake, when they heard that, it was like, oh, snaps. Go ahead. But there's a reason why the Lord had to put the blood over the doorpost, man. Go ahead.
Both man and beast, and again, and
Look,
against,
both man and beast. Go ahead.
and against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment.
Right, all the gods of Egypt, because they worship different gods over there. So each plague was an attack on them gods that they worship, man. Each plague, man. Okay? Can you name a few plagues out?
Frogs.
Huh?
Frogs. The water turning blood. Locusts. That's what it comes from.
What about the one we talking about?
Oh, and yeah, Passover.
Huh?
And then the death angel Yahweh had Passover.
No, the slaying of the son, the
Oh,
firstborn.
Yeah, the first son, yeah.
You had the darkness, plague of darkness. You know? You had the locusts. You know? And many other, man. All right? 10 represents perfection. The Lord perfectly broke down that place, man. What you got,
I'm
Ak?
gonna bring this out.
Yeah.
Just mentioned darkness, right? It's from the Manners of it's a good book. The Manners and Customs of the Bible by James M. Freeman. look it up if you want to. But this is page 109. The darkness that the Most High brought upon Egypt, so thick and heavy that it could be felt,
Yep.
was like that a living darkness that swallowed the light and blinded every person and animal in the land.
Wow.
Fear and panic raced through Egypt, and thousands of voices cried out and begged for the help of Ra.
Right, so it wasn't just the Egyptians crying, it was animals crying too.
Yeah.
You know, animals cry, man.
Yeah.
You know, a dog could whimper and all of that.
Yeah, like a dog will cry
Yeah.
or mourn, like because it senses an earthquake is coming.
I remember when we was teaching some years back, and we was at the park teaching. You know, this is like right after the pandemic and all of that. And we was at the park. I was up there with the Lancaster Bros, and you know, the middle of us teaching, two German shepherds start running towards us with all power, man, with all their power. And they got close, but as soon as they was coming after us, you could hear them whimpering, and they tried to turn around so fast that they actually like sliding. It's like they saw something.
Yeah.
So they was emitting that sound, that whimpering sound, and turned around, man.
Like something hit him.
And we was ready to dip. Yeah, they was like, you know. Maybe they saw the angels or something. I don't
Angels
know.
of the Lord
Yeah.
encampeth around.
Yep.
You know.
But, you know, that was some shit. Point is, they made that sound though. So animals cry too. Go ahead.
And you said that the animals were blind too, that the darkness was so thick.
Yeah,
That
every
the
person.
animals.
Yeah, a person and animal in the land fear and and blinded every person and animal in the land.
Because you got nocturnal animals and dogs and different animals. They can see really well. Owls.
Wow.
They can see really good in the dark. And it said that the darkness was so thick that the animals out there couldn't see.
Yeah.
That's some heavy darkness, man.
Hey, could I bring this up? Also,
Hold on.
you said that it was against the Egyptian god. What was one of the most infamous Egyptian gods?
Sun God.
Yeah, I
The
got it
sun
right.
god.
Yeah.
The god of, they say it's,
Ra.
His name is Amun Ra, and Amun means hidden light or light. So,
But it was all bullshit.
yeah, but the Lord,
Because once the Lord shut it down, they wasn't able to do something. They weren't able to do nothing. There's certain plagues that the damn sorcerers were able to
Right.
match, but
Yeah.
then it got to a point where they couldn't do nothing about it. They couldn't match the plague.
Right.
They couldn't use that left hand sorcery to match the plague as if Yahweh Bashim Shai wasn't all powerful, man. You know, the Lord kept turning it up. Go ahead.
It says, fear and panic raced through Egypt, and thousands of voices cried out and begged for help from Ra, the Egyptian god of the sun, but Ra could not help them. He had been challenged by Yahweh and found to be no god
Right.
at all.
That's what I was about to say. Ra couldn't help them because he don't exist.
Exactly.
He's a figment of your imagination, dog. That was it.
And it says, this the Egyptians learned, and their fear of the Most High of the Israelites increased.
That's right. Let's go back to where we was at. I forget where we was at. Read
was
that
at,
again. Read that
it was
again.
12.
Read it again.
It says, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and all.
So
And
imagine the Lord coming through LA and all the firstborn die. That would devastate LA. Man and beast? Oh yeah. A lot of people would be committing suicide and all type of shit, man. Go ahead.
And it says, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
Hey, guess what? The Lord about to move through this place, man. This is the modern day Egypt. He said he would plague Egypt as he did before.
That's right. That's
The
right.
Lord about to move through this place, and you people have no idea. You have no idea how spiritual these times are, man.
Yep. He could very well kill all the firstborns.
Very well.
You know,
He
because
got-
he did say he was going to bring those plagues back.
He could bring darkness.
Yeah.
He could have him drop an EMP.
Hey, he is going to bring darkness.
Can? We'll see, man. I don't see why they wouldn't use the EMP. I don't see why they wouldn't knock out these the fuck is it called,
Power
man?
grids.
Power grids. Go ahead.
And it says, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment.
Right, so each plague was an attack on them Egyptian gods. And we know who won that one. Yep. Go ahead.
And it says, and the blood shall be to you for a token.
Let's get this word token, bro. What verse is that? 13?
Yes, sir.
Get that word token, man. So the blood, there was a reason why the Lord had us put the blood over the doorpost, man. It represented something. Okay? Now, that was actual physical blood, right? But in this time, it's no physical blood that we putting over our doorpost. Now the blood of Yahweh Shai has to cover you. Read that verse again.
Verse 13, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are.
So the blood shall be to you a token over the house you are.
Yeah.
Something like that. Get the word out. And somebody grab Ezekiel 9.
It's the Hebrew word is awath,
Awak. Go ahead.
a sign, a signal,
A sign, a signal. Go ahead.
a distinguishing mark.
There we go. That's all I wanted. A distinguishing mark. So that blood representing a distinguishing mark in that time. But what is the distinguishing mark in this time? Let's get Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, the only ones that are sighing and crying are the Lord's elect. But they were, it was a mark before the killing started. The Lord said, "Look, go through the midst of the city and put a mark upon these men." Now, what's that mark? What does it mean? The mark of exemption. Exemption from what? Wrath, terror, death, judgment. Okay? And we're hoping to be of that number to where we'll be exempt from these plagues that the Lord going to send, man. Read it again, Art.
And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Right, Jerusalem represents you tribes. Okay? We're a people before we're a place. So you so-called Negroes, you Hispanics, you Native Americans, you're in trouble with the Lord, man. All right, the Lord gonna send these death angels out here, and they're gonna get you, man. And they ain't gonna be pleasant. Go ahead.
Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right now, that token, the blood of the doorpost, that was the distinguishing mark in that time. But now the Lord has a new mark that He's setting upon us. You know? Go ahead.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go after him through the city and smite.
So now the others, not the others, keep going. Go through the city and smite.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity.
Now this is speaking to you, Jakes, that don't have the mark of exemption, the Tawa. You basically a spiritual heathen. Because going back to Egypt, who got messed up? The Egyptians. But Jake was good. But now majority of our people are spiritual heathens. So you have no covering. You have to pay up for your transgressions. You have no sacrifice for your sins. The blood of Yahweh Shai is not covering you. The blood of Jesus might be covering you.
But that blood is worth nothing.
But the blood of Yahweh Shai is not covering you, man. Okay, go ahead.
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children.
All right, so it's gonna be some shit out here. Old people gonna get it. Young people gonna get it. Babies gonna get it. Women gonna get it. You all gonna get it. Go ahead.
Hey, but according to Christianity, these Christians say that they already saved.
Well,
Saved.
let's see how saved you are when these things begin to happen.
Exactly.
You're gonna be calling on fucking Jesus, and ain't nothing gonna be happening to you.
For you.
For you. Go ahead.
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children
Right.
and women,
Right?
but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
But come not near any man on whom is the mark, man. Just like the death angel, Yahweh Shai in that time, he didn't come near the ones he passed over, man.
Right.
He passed over, which if you go into that word Passover in the Exodus 12, and you go to the Strong's definition, it shows you a word pretermission. Pretermission, which means a passing by, a passing over. Okay? So we're hoping that we could be at this number to where we have that thought while and the judgment passes over us, man. And we don't get caught out here with you people, you know? Ultimately being delivered from the ultimate plague being them nukes. The scriptures say, he that overcometh shall not be hurt by the second death. So we have to endure unto the end, brothers, man. Go ahead.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Right. That was it. Go ahead. Go back to where it was at. So that distinguishing mark, go back to Exodus 12 and 13, bro.
And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smitten the land of Egypt.
Right, can you get Romans 5 and 9 up?
Yeah.
And then get that word justified. You could get the NLT too.
So Romans 5 and 9.
Yeah. Because you got to have the blood of Yahweh Shai covering you, man.
Yeah.
You got to have the blood of Yahweh Shai to cleanse your conscience, man.
I got it. Romans 5 and 9. Much more then, being now justified by his blood.
Right, just read again,
Romans 5 and 9. Much more then, being now justified by his blood,
by Yahweh Shai's blood, go ahead.
we shall be saved from wrath through him.
We should be saved from wrath through him. Just like we were saved in the time of Egypt. You know, we were preserved. We were passed over. Okay?
In the NOT it says, and since we have been made right in the Most High's sight by the blood of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach,
Right?
he will certainly save us from Yahweh's condemnation.
Woo! Read that again.
And since we have been made right by and since we have been made right in Yahweh's sight by
Right, because we've been made right through Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. To where we have forgiveness of sins, man. Get that one in Revelation concerning the white stone. Go ahead.
and since we have been made right in Yahweh's sight by the blood of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, he will certainly save us from Yahweh's condemnation.
He will certainly save us from the Most High's condemnation. A wrath, you could say. Get 1 Thessalonians 5 and 9. What I asked for,
The white stone slide.
yeah, get that one real quick. Get that
Somewhere
one.
in Revelation 2.
Yeah, Revelation.
Oh,
But get that Thessalonians and then get that Revelation.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 9. For the Most High hath not appointed us to wrath,
Right? The Most High didn't appoint us to wrath, the believers, the hopeful elect. We're not appointed unto wrath. That's for the wicked. Go ahead.
but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Right. So we are appointed unto salvation through our Lord Yahweh Shai. Salvation meaning saving of the soul. So our hope is that we're going to be saved. It makes sense. It makes sense. You got it? Type in white stone, man. All you got to do is type in white stone on
I
your
think
phone.
it's like 2 and 14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white stone.
One more verse.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him.
Right, he died for us. He didn't die for you nations, man.
Hey, it says whether we wake or sleep, because sleeping is referring to death, dying. And when you go to 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16, those that died in the faith will be raised up again, and they'll be the first ones beamed up into the chariots to meet, they'll be the first ones beamed up in the chariots, man.
We got to go into the word
Okay.
white stone. Go to the word. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
It's Revelation 2:17. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Somebody grab Psalms 32:1. Go ahead.
To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna.
Right, it's all about overcoming, man. The scriptures explain that we're going to overcome through our faith. Okay? So that's the thing to protect your faith.
Yeah.
When Yahushua returns, what does he want? What is he looking for? Faith. Go ahead.
To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna,
Right?
and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth,
Right.
saving he that receiveth.
Right, so let's go on to that white stone. Whoever got it. Revelation 2:17. Go ahead.
All right.
Because everybody ain't forgiven for their sins, man.
Right. The stone. The Greek word is
It should be Greek, bro.
5586.
Sephos is the Greek word. In the ancient courts of justice, the accused were condemned by black pebbles.
Right, the accused were condemned by black pebbles. Go ahead.
And the acquitted by white.
The acquitted, look up that word acquit. The acquitted by a white stone. So, in other words, to have a white stone is to be forgiven
Yeah.
for your transgressions. Go ahead.
Acquit is usually acquitted, free someone from a criminal charge by a verdict of not guilty.
Free someone from a criminal charge. Hold on. What is a criminal? Someone that commits crimes, right? What's a crime? A crime is breaking the law. Okay? And what law is prevalent? What law is important? The Most High's law. Yahweh Shemashai's law. So that's the law that we broke. So read that, what you just read again, and acquit.
Usually be acquitted, free someone from a criminal charge.
Right, our criminal charge is the breaking of the law. Go ahead.
By a verdict of not guilty.
That's all?
Acquit oneself, conduct oneself, or perform in
Right, so somebody grab John 1:17.
acquit oneself of discharge.
That's it, bro. Somebody grab John 1:17 and Psalms 32.
And when you go to let me see.
Let's get this John real quick.
And the ultimate criminal is Esau, because that word crime goes back to crimson.
Crimson, yeah.
You know, which means
Well,
red.
he can't be forgiven for his sins.
Exactly.
You were rejected. There was no place of repentance for you, man. The scriptures say salvation is far from the wicked.
Yep.
All right, and
He's
what?
the blasphemer of the Holy Spirit.
Well, he's the man of sin, right?
Right, exactly.
You're the man of sin. You got it up?
Come.
Let's go.
John 1:17. For the law was given by Moses,
Right.
but grace and truth came by Yahushua.
Right, grace and truth came by Yahushua, so repentance opened up when Yahushua came. Now you can be forgiven for your transgressions. Okay? That grace opened up. And the grace, the doors of mercy are still open. But now we're in a time where, you know, the Lord about to wrap this thing up. You Jakes you better get it while it gets good, man.
Now that door of mercy is closed, and it's like in Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whereas you're gonna have to run and try to get under that boy.
Yep. If it's meant for you.
Yep.
If it's not meant for you, then you're going to remain in your sins and you're going to die. That's it, man. What else did I call for? Psalm 32? What you got, Doc?
Now I was gonna go into the word pardon. Same thing as acquitted.
Pardon for your
sins.
iniquity. You got something?
Yeah, Acts 10:43. It says, "To him give all the prophets witness that through his name whosoever believeth in him shall receive remissions of sins."
Right. Get that word remissions.
It means forgiveness or pardon sins.
Remissions, right?
Yeah.
Or pardon for sins. That's why I wanted that Psalms 32. You got it?
No, I got it. I can get it though.
What'd
Psalm
you have?
32,
What'd you have?
Isaiah 55.
All right, hold on. Nah, we don't need that. Let's stay on topic. What? What you got?
The 32 you wanted?
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. But let's brother get this real quick. It's the same thing.
A
It says,
thesis is
blessed is ever pardon for their sins, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Aphesis is the Greek word. Forgiveness or pardon of sins, letting them go as if they had never been committed.
Look at that, bro. That's a clean slate.
Yeah.
Letting them go as if they never were committed. So it's through Yahweh Shai that our sins are pardoned. Lord's where they are, man.
All right. In order for your sins to be pardoned, you have to believe. You have to have faith, and faith leads to faith. You should prove your faith by your works, and your works is you first you acknowledge your sin, you repent, you start keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, man.
Well, you needed a sacrifice, right?
Right. Oh,
You needed a sacrifice. But Yahweh Shai was our atonement for our sins, man. Get Colossians 1 and 12 or 13. Get that scripture out, Psalms.
Psalms chapter 32, verse 2.
No, at the top, bro. What you talking about?
Psalms chapter 32, verse 1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven.
Blessed is he whose transgressions are forgiven, man. Through our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, go ahead. Hey, Yahweh Shai is very important, man. Very important. Extremely important.
Yeah, the most important.
The most important. The
yeah,
water.
The world revolves around him.
Time, right?
Everything.
Go
It's
ahead.
all about Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
Not ourselves. Like you have people that lift up with pride, thinking it's all about them.
Yeah.
Thinking that the world revolves around them. No, it's all about Yahweh Shai, our
That's it.
Creator.
Come on. That's why the scripture says, seek the Lord while he is near. You know, you got to seek after the Lord so that the Most High can abundantly pardon you, you know?
That's right, Doc. Go ahead.
Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered.
Whose sin is covered, right? But covered how? Covered in what sense?
Hey, what's your
Now you good, brother? I got it, man. I'm watching, bro.
I'm talking about?
I know. I can see behind them, brother. Man, we all watching. We all watching, bro. Ain't nobody that bitch ain't gonna do nothing. Go ahead, bro.
It says, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputed not iniquity,
Right.
and in whose spirit there is no guile.
That lines up with Revelation the 14th chapter.
And that's why when you go to Psalms 51, I think one, it says King David asked the Lord to blot out his iniquities. Blot out means to
Yep.
basically exterminate,
The race.
you know?
Yep, that's right, Doc. That whole chapter is good. Go ahead, Doc. You got something?
They call for that Colossians.
Yeah, Colossians 1 and 12. Go ahead.
For Colossians 1 and 12, giving thanks unto the Father, which he hath made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light,
Right?
who have delivered us from the power of darkness and have translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son,
Right?
in whom we have redemption through his blood.
We have redemption through his blood. Right? Remember that Bob Marley song, Redemption Song?
Yeah.
Right? We have redemption through Yahweh Shai's blood, man.
That's right.
Look up that word redemption, Doc. Go ahead.
In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
Even the forgiveness of sins, man. Because Yahweh Shai was our atonement. You know? That's how we're being forgiven for our transgressions. Lord's will, we are forgiven, man. You know? But we know that there's no condemnation to them that are in Yahweh Shai. Okay, we know that. Go ahead.
Redemption, the Greek word is apolutosis. A releasing affected by payment of ransom. That's why the scripture says we are brought with a price. What price were we, how were we brought? What was that price?
Yahweh Shai's blood
Right.
being shed.
This is why
That whole book of Hebrews goes into that.
Yep.
Right. It says redemption, deliverance, liberation procured by the payment of a ransom, which is Yahweh Shai's blood. Now let me look it up in the
Just a regular dictionary.
yeah. All right, redemption, the action of saving or being saved from sin error, or evil.
And we're being saved. We've been saved from sin, but now we need to be physically saved from this captivity, man, and taken out of this sinful ass flesh.
Yeah.
That's ultimately when it's gonna happen.
That's why you go to Philippians. It says Yahweh Shai, he's going to change us out of this vile body into this glorious body.
Yep.
Not only come back to save us from the destruction, but also come back to save us from our soul. Being
Right,
in this
because
flesh.
in the flesh dwelleth no good thing, man.
Right. It's a battle really a battle every day. It's a fight every day.
It ain't gonna stop, man.
You know, there's days you lose and there's days you win.
But you live to fight another day.
And this is why the Spirit had us read Judges 5 and 11. We rehearse the righteous acts. Because this is a place where we're rehearsing. We can't be perfect in this flesh. And that's what a lot of guys that believe that Israelites don't understand. All right, that you cannot be perfect in this flesh. And not just because we're in this flesh, we're in captivity. We're in a place that's not our rest. Where Esau purposely puts poison our food with pork and abominations and all that, man, for us to go off, man. So we can't be perfect 100%.
Right.
But this is why Yahweh Shai is very needed. Okay?
Go ahead. Go back to where it was at.
Real quick, bro. Jeremiah 17 and 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? The heart meaning your mind. Okay? So you're not supposed to lean upon your own understanding, man.
Yeah, that's why it says in Isaiah 55 and 7, forsake your wicked ways, and you're on righteous thoughts.
Yep. Let's go back.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 14. What was 13? And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses. Salakia.
Come on.
A token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
Right.
When I smite the land of Egypt. And
So when the Lord smites it now, the ones that are covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai, the ones that are forgiven for their transgressions, that judgment ain't gonna hit them. Psalms 91 gonna apply to them special souls. Job the 5th chapter gonna apply to them. Go ahead. Go ahead, Doc.
Revelations chapter 12, verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word.
Nice, Doc. Nice. Good timing right there, brother. Read it again.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Right, we're gonna overcome by the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, go ahead.
And by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death.
Right, we don't love our lives, man. We actually hate our lives. Okay, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to hate your life in this world. Get John 12 and 25 real quick. You know? Somebody will read that and
You hate your
yeah,
life?
you don't understand it. Here
This
it is.
ain't-
Here it is, Slack it, bro. Here it is, King Solomon. He had everything,
Mm-hmm.
and he hated his life. He said, "Therefore, I hated life. I hated my life."
Count it all what? Dumb. You know?
This ain't really a life anyway.
And we ain't living.
Nah.
You existing.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Existence.
We're
This
just
shit
here.
adds, bro. In every
Esau is
every
living.
way.
Esau is living right now. Okay? They have their world. They're in their kingdom, man. This is where you go is not where Esau go.
And
Okay?
even then, they're depressed.
Exactly.
Even then, they're catching hell.
Even the wicked elites, they're catching hell in their mind because they know that at the end of the day, there's judgment for all the shit that they're doing, man.
And they're in the old age.
Yeah, and they can't. And
They don't know what the Lord gonna do.
Right. And that's why you had David Rockefeller that tries to get as many heart surgeries as he can because he ain't trying to die, man. He was trying to
He
live.
ain't trying to go before the Father. Go ahead.
You wanted John 10?
Nah, 12 and 25. 12 and 25. 12 and 25.
John chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it.
Right, all you people that love your life, you're going to end up losing your life. How about that? Go ahead.
And he that hateth his life in this world.
That's the point. You supposed to hate your life in this world, man. It ain't like we hate existing. Nah,
Right.
we thank the Lord to exist.
Yep.
Especially being Israelite men.
Yeah.
We thank the Lord for that, right?
We have a chance to making it.
Right.
Another a chance to push His word.
But we hate our lives in this world. In this wicked, abominable world, man.
Right.
You know?
Where you can't uphold righteousness.
Right.
Righteousness is looked down upon.
You can't even speak it.
Men are shitted on, bro.
Right, exactly.
I'm so damn tired of these women be able to run their mouth and just shit on men all goddamn day.
Or not
Like,
just,
what the hell,
not
man?
just that. Like, you can't even raise your kids the right way like you want them to be raised.
Right.
Because you send them to these schools and they're teaching these fucking kids the alphabet shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or you gotta work.
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to work, man? For these goddamn Edomites.
Right.
And get underpaid.
And deal with all type of microaggressions and passive racism, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And you gotta just take the L all the
You gotta
goddamn
take it
time.
all
You gotta
the time.
suffer it, man. Who wants to deal with that shit? That shit will have you hating your life.
Yeah.
Dealing with a goddamn your woman, man. Your woman's a damn demon. Who wants to live like this? I don't. But it's necessary, right?
Yep.
We have to go through this narrow to get to the bride.
This is the rite of passage.
Right.
Yeah, so
Let that brother finish it.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto eternal life.
Right. So we try and get that eternal life. We're gonna be the real eternals. We're gonna be the immortals. Go ahead, Ak.
it's Jeremiah 20:14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
Right. Cursed be the, this how Jeremiah was feeling at the time. Cursed be the day I was born.
You also had Job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you had a
shows-
lot of men.
That showed you, excuse me, says in Revelation, those that hate their life even unto death.
We just read that.
And Job, Jeremiah, that showed you that they were catching hell.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7 chapter tells you, better is the day of one's death than the day of one's birth.
Why is that? Because you got rest when you die. You cease from all your sufferings.
Right, get Job 14:2 or 14:1. Cause ain't nothing here on this earth but hell and sorrow, man.
Job 14:1. Man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble.
Right, full of trouble, man. That's what you're gonna experience on this earth.
And it says few days, right?
Yep.
Why is it a few days? When you go to the book of Psalms, can I get it real quick? Psalms 90 and Psalms 90 and 8. It says, Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in the light of thy countenance. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10, and if by reason of strength they be 80 years.
Yeah, so 80 years the Lord gives man on this earth. And who the hell wants to live that long in captivity? I'm good. I'm good.
It says,
It's more like a curse to grow old in this place.
Yeah.
I'm good. It comforts me knowing I'm not gonna grow old in this place.
God.
You know that I'm good, man. Fuck that.
You see that, especially our people under the curses, man. You know, they suffer that high blood pressure, that arthritis.
A lot of Jake
all
don't
that
even
shit.
make it to 60, man.
Yeah.
A lot of Jake don't even make it to 50, man.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what the
50,
scriptures is out.
50 is the new 70 for Jake
Facts.
men.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Around when you start to get 50, 51, Jake start passing away, you know.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, my aunt didn't even make it. I don't even think she made it to 50, man.
See? And especially the men. Okay?
Especially, women live longer than men.
Anyway, yeah.
They ain't gotta do nothing.
Right. Less stress.
Less stress. They ain't gotta deal with the heart. Man, I hate this world. Go ahead.
Yeah, women find they just ain't gonna stop. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yet is their strength, this is the point, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away.
Yep.
So we spend our years in this life living in hell.
Yep. Let's go back. What was that? You had something in Jeremiah, right? Read it again.
Jeremiah 20:14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
Right, you had men that were dealing with hell. They wanted to die. Like Tobit. He wanted to die, man. You know, Tobias's wife. You know, and other men. They were ready to go, man. But let's go back to where we was at. I think it was
12.
Yeah, Exodus 12 and like 13, 14.
Exodus 12 and 13. And the blood shall be to
Jump
you.
to 14.
Verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it feast to the Lord throughout your generations.
All right, it's the most important high holy day, man. The Pesach, Passover. Go ahead.
Ye shall keep it.
And you men out there that you know, that have returned to your heritage, you should strive to keep this, man. It's a very important day. Okay? Go ahead.
And shall keep
And
it.
you should model your Pesach after Yahushua's Passover, man. All right, it ain't no party, man.
I like Josiah's. That
Yeah,
was-
that ain't the spirit that to be in. All right, go read Matthew the 26th chapter about Yahushua's Passover, man. Go ahead.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
Jake here feast. And they ready to party, man. Nah, I ain't talking about that type of feast. You see the scripture say we gotta have our shoes on, unleavened bread, so on and so on. Go ahead.
Gird it up.
Gird it up, man.
7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out.
All right, so brothers gotta remember that part of it too. The feast of unleavened bread, 7 days, consume no bread, man. Nothing with yeast in it, man. And you can do your own research, find out what has yeast and what doesn't, man. And just discard it out your house. You know, put it in your car or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, just get it out your house according to faith, man. Go ahead.
7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses.
Right?
For whosoever eateth leavened bread,
And if you live with your parents, don't worry about it, man. Just don't consume bread, man.
Right.
Or nothing with yeast in it, man. You know, Jake,
yeah.
Jake, simple, man. Jake start throwing out their mama bread. It's
She
like,
mad,
come
she
on,
gonna
man.
pull your
You
ass
gotta
out.
think, man. You gotta use your brain for something else in a hat rack, man. You
That's
know,
why that scripture says, comes in, be not righteous over much. For,
Yeah,
that,
you know,
for that part, you know.
Jake is simple, man. That's what you find out in the truth. Jake is simple as all hell, man.
That's why it's called the sheep.
Yeah, Jake, right?
Yeah. Sheep are simple.
If you live with your parents, man, you live with somebody, hey, man, just don't consume bread or yeast for 7 days, man. Go ahead.
for whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
That's an important thing, man. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Nah, just continue. That brother eating, man. Just continue, bro.
And in the first day there shall be an holy
Yeah,
convocation.
bro. We at camp, bro. Come on, man.
And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation. And in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you.
Right?
No matter of the work shall be done in them.
Right? But, you know, of course, we're in captivity, man, so we doing the best we can.
Don't quit your job.
Yeah, right? You gotta tell Jake, man. Jake is, whew, Jake, boy. You see why Moses was catching hell, man. Dealing with Jake, man. Shit. Go ahead.
Save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this self-same day I have brought your enemies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever.
Right, and we're still keeping it to this day. And it's something that we had to relearn, man. The water Yahweh outside for the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. For teaching us the ways, man. You know? Because without their guidance, through the spirit and power of Yahweh outside, hey, we wouldn't have a clue out here, man. What, we gonna follow Johanna? General Johanna? What the fuck does that man know? Or goddamn IUIC, they're over here worshiping Nate, man, like he's the Lord.
They're having like an all-star or NBA pregame
You see?
walkthrough, you know, when they
Yeah.
announce the players and shit.
Yeah, they on some weirdo shit, man. You know?
Or you have the other camp, Sakari, or going to the strip club that same day.
Ass is bouncing on you and shit. It's the Sabbath though. You know? Hey man. Tawadi Habashim outside for the apostles and the bishops and the elders of Great Millstone, man.
For the leadership.
For the
man.
leadership, man.
Yeah.
Men that fear the Lord, men that's
Yeah.
gonna, you know, teach you the right way, man, the right things, man. In all sincerity, man. They don't want your money. They don't want to be praised or worshiped. They just doing their duty, man.
Yeah.
And these are prophets coming back, man. We know that. Go ahead.
In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even,
The first month, the 14th day, so what does the moon look like, bro? Every Pesach.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Glad you remember, Ak. Go ahead.
in the first
On
month,
the Pesach, because the 14th day is halfway through the month.
Yeah.
Yep. Every Pesach. That means at your house Shad's Pesach is a full moon. Go ahead.
the first month on the 14th day of the month at even, shall ye eat unleavened bread until 1 and 12th day of the month at even. 7 days.
You gonna eat it? You want to get it now? My brother, get it.
7 day of the month at evening. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel.
Is that where you left off at, Ak?
Yeah, verse 19.
Where you at?
Verse 19.
Okay, go ahead.
Whether he be a stranger or born in the land. You want me to read it again?
No, go ahead. Keep going.
He shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall he eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, Draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And he shall take a branch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basin.
Right?
None of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning.
And that shows you the severity of it, man. The solemnness to it. They couldn't even leave their house. You know when you can't leave your house, it's scary, man. There's something going on outside, you know? When you can't leave your house, oh yeah. Go ahead.
For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians.
Right?
And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the 2 side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you.
Right. Read that last part again.
For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians.
Right, and the Lord about to, he about to, what is the word they used? The Lord will what?
Pass through.
Pass through, right. The Lord about to pass through this place, man. You know? The Lord could, this could be the last year of America's, this could be the last year of America's existence. Lord's will, man. God damn it. I'm sick of this damn place. Go ahead.
And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the 2 side posts, the Lord will pass over the door. And
Right,
will-
so just it's in this time, bringing it to this time, come not near them that have the mark. You know? But the scriptures say only with our eyes we're gonna behold and see the reward of the wicked, man. We're gonna see some shit. Just like Jake seen something. Or not in this one, they heard it. Keep going. We're gonna get to it.
and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you.
Yep.
And he shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever.
Right?
And it shall come to pass, when he be come to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he hath promised, that he shall keep the service. And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, what mean he by the service? That he shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover.
Yeah, and Paul breaks down in different books that Yahweh Shai is our Passover, man. Go ahead.
Who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses.
Right, but now you have an Israel of the Most High. The Israel of God. It's not all Israel is not of Israel, man. Go ahead.
And the people bowed the head and worshiped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne, unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead.
Now you can use your imagination on that
Man.
one. That's why the Lord saved the best for last. That was the coldest one. Because the first prior plagues, at least they had their son. You know? At least they had their firstborns. But when you touch somebody's life, when you take somebody's life, it gets real. So that one right there was enough for Pharaoh right there, man. You know? And the Lord he about to bring something to this place to where it's gonna be nothing but crying and wailing, man. And mourning.
Just like Chinese and China over there. When he got stuck, he heard the cries. The whole
Wailing.
city was wailing in the
Yeah.
morning.
Well, imagine when Yahweh Shai comes. The scripture said the earth shall mourn, man.
Yeah, I got a precept.
Right?
So 2 Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. And will
Right,
destroy-
it would smite Egypt with plagues as he did before, man. You know? So the Lord gonna turn the lights off here.
Hey, like that was one plague,
Yeah.
darkness. Hey, just like turn off all the lights in your house. And try to walk through your house, see if you could go to your room to your kitchen. See how that works out for you.
Yeah.
It gets so dark you can't see anything.
Well-
But that plague, the darkness, it was so dark, not even a light would light it up for them, man.
Yeah, or just imagine when because you gotta imagine the scripture say there wasn't a house where there wasn't one dead. So that makes me think of the juicy juice. You know? Majority of people got that thing, man. So imagine if the Lord decided to take out all you people that took the juicy juice, man. Now, at every house there'll be somebody dead. Literally, man. You know, imagine that. I can't wait to see that, man. Damn. Go ahead.
So I definitely got something in store.
Yep.
But I will bring them with the mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof.
Right?
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague, and punishment to the Most High shall bring upon it.
That's right, man. That's right. So we're in the new Egypt. And the Lord about to turn it up in this place, man. We see a lot of things happen around the earth, but watch when the Lord brings it to America, man. It ain't gonna stop. Go ahead. 17? Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 18 verse 7. So thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and the destruction of the enemies. For wherewith thou didst punish your adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us, whom thou hadst called. For the righteous children of good men did sacrifice secretly, and with one consent made in holy law. that the saints should be alike partakers of the same good and evil, the fathers now singing out the songs of praise. But on the other side, there sounded an ill according cry of the enemies, and a lamentable noise was carried abroad for children that were bewailed. For the masters and the servants were punished after one manner, and like as the king so suffered the common person, so they all together had innumerable dead with one kind of death, neither were the living sufficient to bury them. Damn. For in one moment the noblest offspring of them was destroyed.
Right, Pharaoh's son.
For whereas they would not believe anything by reasons of the enchantments upon the destruction of the firstborn, they acknowledged this people to be the sons of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. For while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of her swift course, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war in the midst of the land of destruction, and brought thine unframed commandment as a sharp sword, and standing filled all things with death, and it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth.
Yep. Let's show back.
So, what do we do? 23. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and upon the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it came to pass, when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you.
Nah, you gotta jump down, bro, where you left off. There's a cry and all the evil, all the
27.
yeah.
And that he shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who pass over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, where he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bowed their head and worshipped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat upon his throne, unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants, and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night, and said, rise up, and get you forth from among my people, both he and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord, as he have said. Also take your flocks and your herds, as he have said, and be gone, and bless me also.
He was like, man, get out of here, man. You know, now he finally got the message, man. But you gotta remember, the Lord hardened his heart. He would have got it from the first one, but the Lord wanted to break that place down. The Lord was making a point. Okay, go ahead.
And the Egyptians were urging upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened. Their kneeling throughs, I don't know how to say that word correctly.
Go ahead, bro.
Kneeling throughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required,
Right?
and spoiled the Egyptians.
Right, we're not doing that this time around. We ain't leaving with nothing, man. You know? We don't need nothing from you goddamn devils. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men besides children.
Right, 600,000, man. You know, we became a nation in Egypt, man. Starting with our great forefather Joseph, man. All right? We went from 600,000 to an innumerable number, man. Go ahead.
And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry.
Right.
Neither had they prepared for themselves any victuals. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel, who dwelt in Egypt, was 430 years.
Right. And get that where the Most High told Abraham that thou
Okay.
see
All right, come on.
Genesis 15. You know, because a lot of Jake be trying to apply that time to now. That don't apply to now. That applied to ancient Egypt. You know? That don't apply to our people now because Jake been over here thousands of years, man. Talking about the Northern Kingdom. They came over here in the 722 BC. So you can do the math on that. That's over a couple thousand years already, man. You know? Now, Southern Kingdom, they came a little later, but that's just Southern Kingdom. We're a whole nation, okay?
Genesis 15 and 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
Now, this is way before we got in that land of Egypt, man. So it told you that
That's even before Jacob, Isaac was born.
that shows you that the Most High has it all mapped out. You know,
Everything's already been planned.
it's already planned. So there's a certain day set for us to leave this place, man. We just don't know it. You know what the scripture say? No man knoweth the day nor hour, but the Father do. He knows the exact day that we gonna get out of this bad boy, man. Lord's will, man. You know? Go ahead. And we were reading the 12th chapter that night, the designated night that we were to leave that place, man. We were reading about it, man. And we're to remember that night, man.
For eternity.
You know?
Even after, when the Most High destroys America, we're gonna
have
the,
a new
High holy day, a new Passover.
yes, you know, because the one we do now, you know, we think of the bitterness in Egypt. But the new one, we're gonna be thinking of the bitterness in this place, man.
and this is way better than Egypt.
This name is known as bitter.
Yeah, America
America.
means bitter, right? Right? Go ahead.
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance.
Now that was already said to him.
Yeah.
That was already said to Abraham. You know? So the Lord judged Pharaoh, right? We're gonna read it. But I wanted to say that shows you that you Edomites, you ain't off the hook. The Lord gonna judge you too.
You can't outrun your past.
You did far worse than the Egyptians. You know?
Yeah, because at least they allowed us to, the Egyptians allowed us to worship our God, our power. You know? Devils, you took our heritage away from us, man. Put all these idols in for Jake to worship and to to partake in.
Yep. Yep.
They set themselves up as God.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Is that it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back to 32. Wait.
Wherever you was at, bro. I don't know.
And
where
it
you was
came to pass at the end of 430 years.
at. There we go.
Even
There we
the,
go. I'll slack it.
Go ahead. Even the
No,
self.
slack it, bro. Slack. Damn. Let me get it out, bro. Damn. We just read how the Lord said to Abraham, you'll see you're gonna be a stranger in a strange land. You know, for 400 years now. Where'd the 30 years come from, Mark? Damn, bro, you don't be knowing. No, you don't. Damn, bro. That's wild to me, bro. Every time. You have no idea where the other 30 years came. Read the 400 again, and then read that again. That's 430. Yeah, we're gonna read it again. You gotta know something, Mark. Come on, bro.
Exodus.
Oh, hold on. Let this brother read.
Block, the pages are always sticky,
15,
you know?
bro. 15.
Yeah, I know. Genesis 15 and 13. Genesis 15 and 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. They shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
Now it said, the Lord said, it shall afflict them 400 years. Now read this.
And it came to pass at the end of 430 years.
So where did 30 years come from?
Right here.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. The affliction right here with Abraham for 30 years. 30 years.
Damn, brother. You can't hear. What you mean?
I got a head cold.
You said what?
I got a head cold, so I can barely hear ear infection.
Oh, you got an ear infection?
Yeah.
Like always, or that's just like this week?
Huh?
That's always, or this?
No, it's just
Oh shit. All right, man. The 30 years came from us being in Egypt, where Joseph was there. That's how we got into Egypt, bro. The Lord planted Joseph. You know, the whole thing with, you know, read Genesis, the, what is it, 42nd chapter, all of that. You know, dealing with Joseph. That's how we got into Egypt. All right? And that's, you know, during that famine. The Lord planted Joseph in that land. You know, had him get tight with Pharaoh at that time. Eventually, his father, his brothers, all of them came to that land. And there was 30, go to Exodus, the first chapter, bro. Or second chapter. It breaks it down. You gotta know this stuff, Ak. You gotta know it, bro. Or not. Let's get to the point, man.
All right. So Exodus 1.
Yeah, read
Yeah.
it. Just start at the
Exodus
top,
1 and
start
1.
at the top.
Exodus 1 and 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah; Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin; Dan and Naphtali; Gad and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already.
So 70 souls. So we went into there 70, came out 600,000. 70 souls, Ak. Go ahead.
And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly, and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Look, here's the point. There rose up a new king that knew not Egypt, man. I mean, Joseph. Go
And
ahead.
I believe that Pharaoh was Ramses II. Okay? And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when their father.
That's it. That's the point.
Okay.
The point is that we was there. I mean, that 30 years, man. The 30 years is when them 70 entered into Egypt, man. You know, then that generation passed, and then it got, you know, they started afflicting Jake. That's why it said 400 years they shall afflict them. Okay? But that time is not correlating with this time. Jake always trying to apply it to this time. Nah, man. You know, that's applying to ancient Egypt. This is the new Egypt. We don't know the day nor hour in this time.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, Exodus
I
12.
hope you understand, bro. You understand that? Please remember that, brother. Or not.
I mean,
you know? But
something that she already know.
yeah, but a lot of this you should already know. Some shame should be there by now, bro. You know, because every time we ask you a question, you don't even know, bro. It's kind of frustrating. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 12 and 41. And it came.
Hey, because we out here to teach, bro. You know, we wanna know that, or we would like to know that you're actually learning something, brother. Shit, we ain't just out here just out here, bro. We actually be spirit be flowing and we going into things like you should have an abundance of understanding now, brother. I mean, not just from us, but starting with the apostles and the elders, man. You know, you should be on a level to where you could teach men, man. That's the whole point of this thing, man. Growing and teaching. Digesting this word and pushing the word, man. You know? Go ahead.
And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the self-same day, it came to pass that all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much observed.
It is a night to be much observed, man. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations.
Read it again, man. That's stupid ass music, man.
Yeah. Exodus 12 and 42. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations.
That's right.
And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof.
Right? Topic of circumcision, man, always rises up around this time too. You want to get Genesis 17 out.
Come on.
You want to be circumcised, man. Or you should strive to be circumcised. If you're newly to the faith and you're not circumcised, that should be something in your mind to handle before they outlaw it, man. You know, and the prices is going up on that, man. I gotta drop the amount that I dropped to get my circumcision over 10 years ago. I gotta drop for my newborn son.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. I got circumcised, and then before I got circumcised, so like 2
Wait,
years
say it
ago,
again, Doc.
when I got circumcised, I believe the price was like $1,500, right?
Woo! Shit.
But this is before, like this is like during 2020, 2021, and then I was trying to get another brother circumcised, and they rose up from 2,000 to 2,900.
Damn.
1,500 to 2,900.
God damn.
So
But you dropped it though.
that's when the Lord's blessing me.
Oh, stimulus and all that?
Blessing me, yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember last past 2020, right? My brother mentioned you got Jake making all this money, but they're not
Buying
even
all this extra shit.
right, but they're not even considering getting circumcised.
Right. Jake buying cars.
And I was damn, that's me. Shit. You know, like damn, I got all this money. Lord bless me, and I didn't even consider getting that. So I got that done. All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai.
All crazy, man.
But Yeah, that's something
But
that
I can imagine what it is now, bro. It's probably 4,000,
everything's
5,000.
If everything's going up, even a pack of gum was from $1.39, now it's $2.39.
Even prostitutes raising the money up.
And if you try to use a medical excuse, Esau might try to make you go in a loop. You know, so shit. I think dropping the cheese is better.
You gotta, hey, whatever it takes, man. Shit.
That's if you have it, you know.
Yeah, if you got, the Lord make a way. The Lord made a way for me.
I gotta.
But now, like I said, when I dropped, going back to June 2012, I got a drop for my newborn son, man. Which is around $750, man.
$750. $750.
What is it gonna be? $750,000? Come on, brother.
That's how you got it.
I said $750,000.
Yeah.
Oh, Salak, $700 and $50.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
seven.
pretty good.
You fucking me up. God damn it. $700. God damn it. $700. How
Well,
about
that was
that?
in 2012, huh?
That's why I dropped it
Okay.
for mine. You know, as soon as I got that cheese, dropped it. I didn't hesitate.
Hey, let me bring it up.
Yeah.
Genesis 17:1. And when Abraham was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abraham and said,
We seen you looking earlier, man. You know about the Israelites? All right. Go ahead.
and said unto him, I am the Almighty God, walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will
Look at that. Walk before me and be thou perfect. Go ahead.
and I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly.
Right?
And Abraham fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall
Hence his name. Go ahead.
neither shall thy name any more be called Abram,
Oh, there we go. That's the spirit.
but thy name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations have I made thee.
Right?
And I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee.
Right, because a lot of nations came out of the loins of Abraham. Right? Ishmael, Israel, Edom, right? A lot of seed, a lot of nations. What's up?
I was thinking about Qatar, but how like the Lord send away like Hagar's son Ishmael because they wanted the blessing.
Verse 7. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, in their generations, for an everlasting covenant to be a power unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land where
You gotta jump to the point, What's the point at? Get to the circumcision.
all right, verse 10. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised.
Right, every man child among the nation of Israel should be circumcised, man. That's the law. And that's something that we could actually do on the side, man. You gotta do it before they outlaw it, man. Hey, because going back to my other sons, it was like $250, $300. The other circumcisions I had with my other sons. Now look
Oh,
at
you
it.
talking about the one you recently had? That's $750, right?
Yeah, brother, what you think I'm talking about?
Okay, I thought you were talking about the last one.
Nah, bro, it was like $300, $250.
I forgot you had a new one, bro. Just came back.
That's what I'm saying. From research, I got dropped $750. Go ahead.
And ye shall be circumcised the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant between me and you.
That's right. That's beautiful.
One more verse. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generations. He that is born in a house or brought with money of any stranger which is not of thy seed. Now, do you know why the Lord said 8 days old? Because when you're 8 days old, that's when you have a, you know? What?
That's when your blood starts flying.
Right. 8 days.
And them damn devils in the hospitals,
Yeah.
they try to do it immediately.
Yeah, I think they call it vitamin K, right? The vitamin K.
Oh, the shot, yeah.
The shot. Because I remember someone was trying to get circumcised, but his they didn't want to because he didn't have enough. They didn't allow him to get the injection. He didn't want the injection because with the injection it immediately comes. But nah, man, the Lord has it come naturally. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahweh knew what he was doing when he created man, and it already had it come naturally, man. Like,
And that's something that we practice, man. We supposed to practice. Israelites, the heathen don't practice that. That's why they always refer to as the uncircumcised.
yeah.
That was our practice, man. Okay.
Yeah, you got
Hold Exodus 4 and 24.
you got Jake that don't want to get circumcised because they feel like they're gonna lose that feeling. That
Yeah,
feeling won't be the same.
I remember one dude. I forget what y'all called him. Sideshow Bob, some shit like that.
What's his name? I don't know.
I don't remember his name, bro. But he was a bug out, man.
Oh, okay.
Like Northern Kingdom bug out. But
Yeah.
he didn't want to get circumcised, man.
You're talking about Kamar, I think.
Yeah, I am talking about him.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he didn't want to get
Oh, that nigga.
circumcised, man. You know? But here it is. It's in the scriptures, man. Didn't Paul have to circumcise Timothy? Didn't Joshua circumcise all the ones that weren't circumcised in the wilderness?
Being circumcised is more clean for you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
more healthy.
Oh,
Keeps
yeah.
your rod more clean. Not the opposite. They'll tell you. Esau, you look it up. Esau will try to tell you that that the foreskin protects
Fuck
the
outta
outer head of your rod.
Fuck
No,
outta
man.
here.
That
That's
keeps
lies.
more bacteria in there. You know.
And guess what? Women like circumcised rods too. When them bitches be having dildos, ain't no skin on the thing. They like they like the, hey, give me the 100. They like the circumcised rod. Ask them, shit. Keep going on that, man. What verse you at?
13.
Keep going.
He that is born in thy house, and he that is brought with money, must needs be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant.
Right?
And the uncircumcised man-child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant.
Right. That's show you how serious this thing is, man.
Yeah, it's so serious that even the Lord's gonna kill Moses.
Hold on, bro. That's what I
Oh.
called for. Read that last verse again. Man, oh man, yo.
It says, and the
You
uncircumcised,
heard the first word.
bro. It's gonna get cold, bro. Man, it's just so fucking with you, man.
That bitch will get broken right there. Go ahead.
Verse 14, an uncircumcised man-child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant.
Look how serious that is, man. That's serious. You think the Lord playing about that? Nope. So if you're able to do it, man. Don't be fucking scared, man. Have some faith. Have some faith, man. Have some faith that the Lord will make it happen. And then when it comes down to the procedure, have some faith that you're gonna be all right, man. Man, I remember when that was happening to me, when I was getting the procedure done, because they didn't put me to sleep. They just numbed the area or whatever, you know.
Not bad.
You had two baddies there, you know, assisting the damn doctor, Latin bitches, and I'm just Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai the whole time, man, in my head, just praising the Lord the whole time. Because I waited years for that to happen, man. You know, brothers will clown you and shit, talk about the cheese rod and all of that, man. But I was one of them brothers, I didn't get my shit snipped when I was a baby. You had no control over that. You brothers out there that had it, you know, when you was a baby, you had that procedure happen, hey, you blessed, man. Consider yourself blessed. But there's some of us that come into this thing, we gotta get it snipped. And you gotta have faith, because Abraham got it done at 90. You know, you gotta have faith. What's up, brother?
I'm the only one throughout all my brothers. I'm the only one that got circumcised. The rest of them two didn't. They were going to say my shit. About 10 years.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
There you go. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 4 and 24. And it came to pass by the way in the inn that the Lord met him and sought to kill him.
right? The Lord met Moses and sought to kill Moses. Go ahead.
Then Zipporah
His wife,
took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son
right?
and cast it at his feet and said, Surely a bloody husband art thou to me. So he let him go. Then she said, A bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision.
Right. So the Lord was, I mean, you know, the Lord had it happen how it happened, but it shows you how serious the Lord is about that circumcision, man. You know, that's a serious thing. And somebody get Philippians 4 and 6. All right. Because if you pray about it, guess what? The Lord will hear you, man. If you sincere. Go ahead. Is it 4 and 6? Make that request known to the Most High. Nobody got it?
Make that request.
It's 4 and 6 for sure. Philippians 4 and 6.
Hey, I brought it.
Philippians 4 and 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known unto the Most High.
Right? So, if that's something that you're dealing with, that you're facing, hey, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai about it. And best believe, man, the Lord will make a way. Some brothers got it done free. How about that? You know? So the Lord will make a way if you know, if you wait patiently, man. All right? So let's go back to that Exodus.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 42.
Hey, and that circumcision, that's something that Jake do, not because it's in the scriptures, it's just something that they practice, man. It's in their spirit. What's that, Romans the 2nd chapter? Get that real quick. Romans 2. You know, the Gentiles do the things that are in the law. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 2:26.
2 and 26?
I think so. If I'm mistaken. Forgive me if I am.
Nah, 14.
Yeah, forgive me.
Just saying shit.
No, I thought.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Go ahead.
So Romans 2 and 14. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law,
Right, it ain't talking about you heathens, man. You ain't got the law is not in you, man. Wickedness is in you, man. Go ahead, it's talking about Israelites that don't know they're Israelites. But go read it.
for when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law.
Right. Israel, you so-called Negroes, you Hispanics, you Native Americans, you do things that are contained in the law. But you don't do it because it's in the Bible. It's just in you. Because you're the children of the Most High. Right? Like Jake, like they meet. Well done.
Yeah.
That's universal.
Yep.
You know?
Only the devil likes, the other nature like unwell stuff.
Medium rare,
Or even
blood all in
raw.
it. Blood spilling out of it. You know? Nah, we don't do that, man. That's not us. Okay? What are some other laws Jake keeps, man?
Respecting their parents.
Oh man, that's a big one. Honoring their parents.
Not what I saw today. Oh, man.
I mean, you know, this
This
the end. It's the end.
Worse.
Yeah, it's the end.
Oh yeah.
You know, but before, you know,
Yeah.
even in my generation, we honored our parents.
Yeah.
You know, but that's something that go back to the law. Even the idea that there's a God, that's something that's in us.
Yeah.
We know that the Most High exists.
Zeal, keeping the
Yeah,
Sabbath.
that's zeal, right? Yeah.
Keeping the Sabbath. Even though they keep it wrong, like Sundays, but Jake always be in that church on Sundays,
Yeah.
man. When I was coming up, you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah, when brothers was coming up, church was a big deal. Church ain't a big deal no more,
Yeah.
but it's a big deal, man. You know? I'm trying to think of some other laws, man. I can't really think of them right now. I know me, naturally, I didn't like pork, you know?
I was just thinking now.
Yeah, I didn't like that, you know? Murder. Nobody want to murder nobody, man. Naturally. You know, Jake is naturally not a homosexual.
Exactly.
You know, that's something that's been pushed on you, man. They commit witchcraft on you, man, to do all that stuff. That's why Jake always says something. It must be something in the water. Nah, it's something else, man. It's witchcraft, man.
Yeah, because they're indoctrinating the children now starting in kindergarten.
Yeah, program, man.
You got a fucking drag show in the kindergarten. What the hell? Dude's in a
this-
fucking panties, bro.
this
Doing doing a goddamn stripper dance in front of kindergarten
Yep.
children. Like, come on, like use your fucking brain. That shit's not fucking right, man. Right? But when we speak against it, you're the fucking problem, right? You're the problem.
Yeah, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
an
get out of here.
11-year-old was reading a book, and he said he had got it out of the library, and it was going into all these sexual explicit acts.
Oh, you
man.
saw that, huh?
Yeah, you saw it, right?
Him and his dad?
Yeah.
Trying to go to school board. So
Yeah.
fuck got this book, basically. What the hell got this book in here for, man?
Damn, man.
You know, and that's an 11-year-old. You know,
Damn.
this place is done.
It's wicked as all hell, man.
But hey, the 11-year-old knew better.
It's
Okay.
his parent is the Jake, right?
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
Jake
that was
naturally,
devils.
huh?
They were eating.
Oh,
Wasn't
Edomite?
it?
Yeah, it was eating.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Edomite, the little boy.
Yeah, there's that.
You sure? Looks like it's Jake to me.
Might have been Israelite foreigner, man. Even Israelite foreigners, they do things that are contained in the law.
Right.
Read the scripture again, huh?
Romans 2:14. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law,
Israelites.
do by nature the things contained in the law,
Uh-huh.
these, having not the law, are a law unto themselves.
Right, so circumcision falls into that category, man. Jake be circumcising their sons, man. And then you got Ham, they be circumcising a woman. What sense does that make?
Hey, you know what I noticed?
What sense does that make, man? Get it out, brother. Get it out. Get it out, brother. Spit it out, brother.
Mizraim, which were Hamites, the Egyptians, they always did things opposite of Jake. Like, for example, when we mourned, what we do? We shaved our heads and everything and throw dirt. The Egyptians did the opposite. They let the hair grow. This is why when you go to Genesis, you saw Joseph, he couldn't appear onto Pharaoh. Why? Because of his father. Because the Egyptian customs was to let out the hair grow, and he couldn't see Pharaoh at that time. That's why he had to send his messenger to speak onto Pharaoh. Because they did, basically, the Egyptians did everything opposite.
And they have
Just like,
beards.
yeah, just like how we base things off the moon, they base things off the sun. Okay, they base the time off, we base the seasons off the moon, like the new moon, the Sabbath, right? They base that off with the sun, though. Complete opposite.
Yeah.
That's where you had Julius Caesar. He went down to Egypt, and he had to learn to fix up his calendar, which was basically he married he had a what was it, Cleo, what's her name?
Cleopatra?
Cleopatra. Okay, he had to learn. He there to study the times and all that, man. But basically, the point, they did everything the opposite, man.
Yeah, they're heathens, bro.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said he will put a difference between Israel and the Egyptians, man. You know? Totally two different people. And that's the people that Esau try to say we are, man. So you can have a low self-esteem about yourself. See a goddamn Hamite. You don't feel no connection with no Hamite.
I felt that since I was a little
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
I watched TV, watched Africans jump over cows,
Yeah.
drinking piss. And I'm like, how the fuck are we from Africa? Like, come on.
You don't feel no
Nah.
You have celebrities that
Excuse my
go over there and they say they don't feel no connection. Now, if you go to the west side of Africa, that's a lot of Jake. I mean, Jake is everywhere, you know, but majority of Jake over there is on the west, you know.
Wow. That's where we dwelt, the west coast of Africa.
Yep.
Right before we got taken before we went to slavery, you know?
Fort Judah and all of that.
Fort Benjamin.
Yep.
like Nigeria, Benin, all those
Like
areas.
the Igbo tribes.
Liberia.
Yep.
Those are all Jakes over there.
You got Jake on the east too, like Etria, where Nipsey Hussle's lineage is from. Those are Jakes, man. I'm talking about Nipsey Hussle's line. I ain't talking about all them Hamites over there. I'm talking about Nipsey Hussle's a Jake. That's a nigga, man. You know, I didn't know that nigga was an Eritrean until he died, man. I thought he was just a regular ass Jake.
Yeah.
But when you go over there, where he's from, you got a Hamite community over there. I used to do Grubhub over there, and they got their little restaurants. So you have a community over there, man. Which I seen videos of his father trying to, you know, I don't know what type of ceremony it was, but they're over there doing the little dance, the little Hamite dance. You can see that spirit is off over there, man. Nipsey Hussle stick out like a goddamn sore thumb over there, man. Some clip I seen years ago, you know. But Nipsey Hussle's a Jake. His brother's a Jake. His father's a Jake. See, his mother was a Jake. She was a damn Jake woman, man, from LA. But let's go. What happened? They hurting for a squirting, man.
Showing the panties. Too young to be doing that.
You know how women are, man. They're stupid, bro. She probably didn't even intend for her panties to be shown.
Yeah.
Women are just slow, man. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse 44.
We still ain't out of Exodus 12th chapter, bro.
Yeah, it's
I was
like
hoping we was
52.
gonna get to the 14, you know?
You gotta understand precepts.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and all that.
Spirit gonna flow.
Yeah.
That's all good.
We jump in a different topic and all that.
Yeah. It's all gravy as long as it's edifying. Go ahead.
But every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. And that's the heathen.
And you got when we doing the ceremonial part of the Pesach, brothers that are not circumcised, you don't get the Torah blessing, man. You know, that's you want that. You know, that's a big deal. You know, so that should be an incentive. Not just that, but you know, doing it for your how about Shema Shai, man, because it's our customs. That should be an incentive for you to get circumcised. You know, if you can. But the Lord will make a way. That's a man right there. That's a man right there. That's a man. You ain't fooling nobody. Motherfucker name is Gregory.
That's the
Get your ass out of here. That's a man, yo. Motherfucker got a horse face. Get your ass out of here, man. Nasty motherfucker. Go ahead, bro.
In one house.
That's a man, right? You see that shit? If that ain't a man, bitch, you look like your damn daddy. That shit ain't right. But that face is too strong, bro. Bitch look like her name is Troy. Get your ass out of here.
Hey, but a lot of these women got the face of their daddy, though.
That's fucked off.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, but that one was too strong, though. Y'all thought that was a woman?
I wasn't even paying. I was
Body kind of look like a woman, though.
Hey, man, this day and age, you don't know. If I had to bet $100, I'm going to say that's a man, yo. That's a man. But hey, we'll see. And if that was a woman, I know she felt bad. That's why she had all that makeup on. She was trying to hide something.
So, you can't hide them.
Can't hide
them
them
rock
features, man. Yeah, bitch look like a
big old
goddamn.
nose, shit.
Bitch look like an Aztec warrior. Go ahead, brother.
In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out the flesh abroad out of the house. Neither shall he break a bone thereof.
Yep.
Hey, even with Yahweh Shai, that was symbolic because he was on sacrifice. His bones weren't broken because it was
Get
a
that
custom. It was a custom for the Roman military. I mean, the Roman soldiers to break the people that were being crucified.
Good point, Hog. And that's the prophecy, man. None of his bones were broken.
Yeah, I believe they did that to see if they were dead. If the people that were crucified was dead, it would break their bones. So
Read that verse again, up.
In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall he break a bone thereof.
Get Psalms 34 and 20 out.
Oh, John.
What you got, bro?
Wait, I was looking Okay, I got it. John, the breaking of bones. John chapter 19, verse 31. The Jews, therefore, because it was the preparation that the bodies should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day, for that Sabbath day was an high day, besought Pilate that the legs might be broken and that they might be taken away.
So it was it was the Sabbath day because it was the Pesach.
Right.
Yeah.
It was the Passover, man.
John.
You remember Yahushua got grabbed up on the night of the Pesach. Go ahead.
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first and of the other, which was crucified with them.
Right. Remember you had the man to the right, man to the left.
And which one believed and which one did it? Man on the right. Spiritually. It says, verse 33, but when they came to Yahushua and saw that he was dead already, they brake not his legs. But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water, which represented how Yahushua had to die for us to get this word. He had to shed his blood for us to get this word, to get the understanding of this word. Because who was the one to open up the seals that was the seal of this book? Yahushua. You can read that in Revelation, the 5th chapter, right? It says, and he that sat it bear record, and his record is true. And he knoweth that he said...
Read that, saw it, bro. Read that again.
And he that saw it bear record, and his record is true. And he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe.
Right? His record is true. Remind me of my son, man. Go ahead.
For these things were done, that the scripture should be fulfilled. A bone of him should not be broken.
Right. Now let's get that precept out.
Psalms 34 and 20. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken.
Right. This is prophecy concerning Yahushua. His whole life was prophesied. Even all the way up until his death. Go ahead.
Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
That's right. That's right. So that's a beautiful point you made, Ak. During the Pesach, you're not to break none of the bones. And doing Yahushua's sacrifice, none of the bones is broken. Go ahead, Ak. Go back, read that verse again.
Exodus 12 and 46. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out the flesh, out of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall he break a bone thereof.
Yep, that's right.
All the congregation of Israel
And you see
shall
how
keep it.
everything goes back to Yahushua, man. Everything. The Day of Atonement. Yahushua is really our atonement.
Hey, come in the volume of the book,
That's right.
because it is written of him.
Right. That's right.
It's not about us, it's all about Yahushua.
That's right.
He's been exalted above the heavens already. Now he's patient waiting to be exalted above the earth. All right, and this is what we're doing the best we can to exalt the names of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, man.
That's right.
Okay, because even like, for example, men that the brothers that got spilled power is not to show their power.
Nah.
It's to glorify the names of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua.
That's it.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah, baby girl. That's it.
about the same thing, huh?
Huh?
That's the same thing as
Oh
me.
yeah. Shit, man. I'm just what's the word? Burning.
Yeah.
Burning, and then what's the other word? Nah. When you deprived.
Oh,
Burning and deprived.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here it is, Yahushua, right? Everything goes back to Yahushua. Now, I'm gonna ask you, brother. Out of the 12 disciples, who was Yahushua's favorite?
Oh. Damn, he asked 3 times too. I gotta do it.
Go.
Say that. Talk to him. Say that you love you. I hate to say it, man. I don't remember. But I bet you I do know.
Who wrote the book of Revelation?
Oh,
No, Revelation, bro.
You gotta stop guessing, brother.
God dang, that's what I be doing. What's the book of Revelation?
Somebody grab John 13 and 22.
John 13 and 20. John 13 and 22.
Yeah, exactly, right? John, right? John, bro. John was his favorite. Now, I brought that up to say, we you know, Yahweh Shai, everything goes back to Yahweh Shai, right? That's the glory that the Heavenly Father given Yahweh Shai. He's coming back to receive his honor, his glory on earth. Now, we understand that Elder High Priest Ariah just passed, which we know and believe that he was, one of his lives, he was John the Revelator. So now you got all these men talking shit, right? After his passing, they talking about some fuck Ariah and all of that. Now that's Yahweh Shai's favorite, man.
Yo, you know what Shakari said? No. Yeah, Alizar, you know what that nigga said?
Yeah, he said fuck Ariah.
No, not that. Yeah, that too. But he says,
Oh yeah, he said that Zion
yeah,
Wade
that shit, bro.
Oh man.
Bro,
and
that shit.
RuPaul
Yeah.
has a better chance of making it than High Priest Elder Ariah.
Now remember, read the scripture. You speaking of Yahweh Shai's favorite, read the scripture, man.
John 13 and 22. Then the disciples looked one to another, doubting of whom he spake. Now there was leaning on Yahweh Shai's bosom one of his disciples,
Now they were leaning on Yahweh Shai's bosom, one of his disciples. Go ahead.
whom Yahweh Shai loved.
Whom Yahweh Shai loved. Get your phone out and type in Jesus loved. Because there's several scriptures where Yahweh is mentioned that who Yahweh Shai loved, man. Now this is the man that they're talking about. Okay?
The phrase "the disciple whom Yahweh Shai loved," or in John 20 and 2, the other disciple whom Yahweh Shai loved is used 6 times in the Gospel of John.
It's used 6 times in the Gospel of John, man. Go ahead. I didn't mean that. I meant like actually in the blue letter. Jesus loved.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, go ahead. That's good. It's already told us. Was that it?
But in no other New Testament accounts of Yahweh Shai, John states that the Gospel. All right. So you want that in
No, that's cool. It just made the point. That it lists. I wanted you to read the scriptures, but you got one?
No, you said type in on Google Jesus love.
No, not Google. Blue letter.
Oh,
Because that's where those scriptures are gonna pop up. Or you can type in disciple, loved. You know, y'all brothers got phones too. You know, you can do it. Just read. I just wanted to, read a few of them. You got one? It should be 13. It should be 20.
John 13 and 1. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Yahweh Shai knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world unto the Father, having loved his own which were in the world, he loved them unto the end. Oh, that's not that one.
Yeah, you gotta decipher through it.
John 13 and 23. Now there was leaning on Yahweh Shai's bosom one of his disciples, whom Yahweh Shai loved.
Right, and that's one we just read. Go ahead.
John 20 and 2. Then she runneth and cometh to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Yahweh Shai loved.
Right, John, when they was going to the sepulchre, right?
And said unto them, they have taken away the Lord out of the sculpture,
Sepulchre.
sepulchre,
Yep.
and we know not where they have laid him.
Right, so here it is. The scripture is telling you that John's, that's a special spirit, man. And that's who you men get Matthew 12 and 36.
Yeah, but these men, they're not spiritual.
They don't have no reference.
They're not thinking that who High Priest Ariah is in the past, who he truly is, that he's John. Okay, they don't see that. They won't believe that from teller.
Yeah.
They hear it. Not spiritual, man.
Yeah, they think about who they are. That's
Yeah.
all they thinking about, who they are right now.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
as far as their whole congregation is concerned.
It's easy. They're just a bunch of
Yeah.
niggas. That's what they are. That's who they
Hey,
are.
he calls himself niggas.
Yeah.
He refers to himself and his crew as niggas.
That's what they are.
And that's
You
exactly
gonna
what
die,
you are.
nigga.
You damn nigga. The Most High gonna kill you niggas, man. Straight up. Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna kill you, Sakari. Alizé. You motherfucker, you. The Lord gonna kill you, man. Straight up. You, your fucking wives, your children. Fuck you all, man. Get out of Matthew 12, man.
Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak,
Every idle word that men shall speak, go ahead.
they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment.
You gonna have to stand on that, my man. You gonna have to keep that same energy when the Lord confronts you concerning High Priest Ariyah, man, and all the great men that you talk shit about. You fucking nigga. The Lord gonna kill you, man. Go ahead, bro. Read again. And go to the 37th verse 2.
But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment.
Right, if it wasn't for High Priest, Elder High Priest Ariyah, come on, man, we wouldn't have had the stick. We wouldn't have it, man. That was given to him. What about all the breakdowns? That was given to him. Okay? You goddamn asshole. Go ahead.
Hey, like General Johannes used to say, you small in the scriptures, man. You have no understanding. Okay, how can all Israel be saved? Okay, but all but High Priest Ariyah, Elder Ariyah?
But you wanna cry for fucking Coolio.
Right.
Coolio. You a loser ass nigga for saying that was your first favorite rapper, man. Coolio's whack, dude. What the hell's wrong with you, man? That was 96 and that was your favorite rapper? You suck, my dude. This guy, man. You a weak ass nigga, man.
Weak.
Can't wait for the Lord to judge your long haired punk ass, man. Straight up. Straight up, man.
I got something.
Now let's brother finish, man.
For by thy words thou shalt be justified,
Right?
and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
Right. So you gonna be condemned, man. By them very words that you speak. You know, the Lord gonna catch you. He gonna get you, man. You talking about the one that Yahweh Shai's
Body.
beloved, man.
Yep.
The one that Yahweh Shai loved, man. The Lord gonna kill you, man. Straight up. Go ahead, Doc.
Those words
Go
were
ahead,
talking
brother.
about him.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Sirach 7:29.
I was gonna call for that at the water.
Fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with all thy soul.
Right, what you don't, nigga. Nah, it's too late, brother. Let him do what he's doing. You don't fear the Lord, man. None of you Sakari niggas fear the Lord, man. All right, because if you did, you wouldn't. No crazy nonsense like that will come out your mouth, man. I ain't never heard nobody say that, bro.
Yeah,
Even General Yohana gave the man his praise,
Yeah,
man.
You know that story? That was a dope story.
It was.
Hey, brother,
Yeah.
that's the right thing to do.
Yep.
True.
That man is well deserving of all the honor that you see the Spirit of the Lord giving him, man. Best believe when he went to the heavens, he was praised, man.
Yep.
Not like Yahweh Shema Shai's praised, but for the mighty works that he's done in the Spirit, man. Yeah, that's a well deserving rest, and them works gonna follow him.
Exactly.
Fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priests.
And reverence his priests. Reverence goes back to a deep respect, man. With you niggas, man, you niggas ain't got no character, man, whatsoever, man. But you wanna mourn Coolio's death, or one of these retarded ass gangsters out here, man. And the Lord gonna kill you, man, straight up, man. You know, the Lord gonna kill you, nigga. I wish the Lord would kill you now, man.
But this is the time the Lord has for them, bringing them back into this coronation
Yep.
to receive that judgment.
That judgment, man.
Okay, for them to act out the way that they're acting, to make it known who they are.
Right.
He already put the same stigmatism on them as calling themselves the Sakari.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. That's the Most High that had your ass.
Exactly.
Call yourself Sakari.
Yep.
And then you want to say this right before the Pesach? right before the Passover. Oh yeah, the Lord, He got you, man. He got your number, man. I can't wait for the Lord to get you niggas, man. Straight up. You better read about, give me that account where they came up against Moses, man. In the wilderness, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord did a new thing. The Lord might do a new thing on your punk ass, Alizé. I'm sick of this motherfucker. That's one nigga I don't like, man. I don't like you, man. Not that I'm anybody.
That's the most arrogant mug
You just a
ever,
you,
bro.
You just a low ass. Oh man, that's the type of nigga that I'll get carnal with you if I was in the world, man. You one of them type of niggas, man.
He think he's that one that think he's something and he's nothing.
He deceiveth his own self,
Deceiveth his own self, man.
and he ain't got nobody to check you, man. Them dudes around you don't love you, man. If somebody really feared the Lord for one, and
Yep.
two actually, you know, has some love for you, they'll check your punk ass, man. You know, niggas teaching with hats on, niggas teaching with long hair. Your niggas is doing all the wrong things, man.
All the wrong
Making rap
things.
videos, Hebrews and Hellcats. Yeah, you really about to catch some hell, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Numbers 16 and 1. I'm gonna jump around because
We actually go. I'm gonna make sure I put some curses. I already did. I'm gonna put some more curses on your ass, man. Go ahead, bro.
Numbers 16 and 1. Now Korah, the son of Izar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abram, the sons of Elab, and On, the sons of Pelath, the sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses, were certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown.
They thought they was somebody. You see how they gathered up men? It's always these wicked dudes trying to gather up men. Go ahead.
And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron.
How you gonna be against Moses and Aaron when the Lord chose these men to lead? Just like the Lord chose, you know, Elder Abba Bivens, King Masha, Elder High Priest Ariah, Elder High Priest Jaquab, Apostle Sahar, Apostle Gabor, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramlab. The Lord chose these men to lead us, man. And these are the men that you despise. These are the men that you want to talk shit to. This dude ain't got no fear. But guess what? The Lord gonna put the fear in your ass, man. Watch what the Lord. Oh man! Right after this Pesach, the Lord might touch you dudes, man. He might take one of you niggas out, or touch one of your family members, man. Your children or something. Man, these sheiks don't have no. Man, that's crazy, man.
He can take the whole congregation.
Woo.
Okay.
They,
The
he
whole
might-
leadership.
He might get them while they holding their Passover ceremonies.
Exactly.
Where in whatever club y'all niggas in. Cause these niggas do it in clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever clubs you niggas in, the Lord might have that building collapse.
Yep.
Go ahead, Doc.
And said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy. Every one of them.
See, they was trying to be on Moses' level.
Yeah, there's always.
The whole congregation is holy. The whole congregation was not holy.
Nah,
They were a bunch of wicked ass people, man.
man, before Moses died, he even told them, like, you're going to rebel, you're stiff-necked, you know. They always were rebellious. They always were going the opposite way where the Lord wanted them to go, man. You know? It says, and when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face, and he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him.
Right, the Lord gonna show who is his, man. The scriptures say, then shall it be known who are my chosen, man. The Lord, he's already making it known, but he's gonna really make it known who are his, man.
Yeah. When the apostles, elders get spiritual powers, you niggas with your guns and shit.
That's another thing. These niggas brandishing guns and shit.
That's
You niggas are losers, man.
that's done because they're perpetrators. They're Sikaris. They're trying to cause Sikaris are known for causing chaos.
Carnality, man.
All right, and they're basically they got it set up by Esau, man. You stand with a 15 AR-15 Darcy. You had Jake in Texas getting ARs, walking around, and the whole squad of police rolls up on him, man. But here it is, y'all standing in the middle of the street with the Bible and your ARs, bulletproof vests and all that, pistol on the hip. And ain't nothing happening to you. He started rolling up on you, man. That's suspicious. Ain't that suspicious? Isn't that suspicious?
Yeah.
What happened to faith? What happened to trust?
Yeah,
in
what
the
happened to
Lord?
faith, man?
Exactly.
Here it is. King David was a mighty warrior, but he didn't trust in his bow. He didn't trust in his sword, man. He trusted in Yahweh Shema Shai, but you niggas don't.
Right.
Much
King
of it.
David he had all the armory on.
He took it off.
He took it out. This haven't been proved. I can't prove this stuff.
You know
what
what I'm
I'm
saying?
But the Lord, he already proved the Lord. The Lord was his strength, his salvation, his
That's
rock,
right.
man.
That's right.
Okay? That's what we are. We believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
We know that Esau was blessed with the sword.
Yeah, yeah.
We were blessed with the spirit.
We were blessed with Yahweh Shema Shai.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's our defense. That's
go.
our refuge. That's all we need. We don't need no goddamn gun. Come on, man.
Acts 8:27.
Yeah, get that real quick. Acts 8
Yeah, I
27.
want to see what it says.
Get that real quick. Hold on, brother. Might say something, it might not be. Who knows?
All right. Acts 8:27. Oh, and he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, an Enoch of a great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasures, had come to Jerusalem to board to worship.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
And he went there because it was the Passover.
Hey, yeah, one of the feasts. You
3 times a year.
3 times out of those 3, one of them was the Passover. That every Israelite from other lands had to come to Jerusalem.
That's spiritual, man. I don't know why that Jake has it on his license plate, but hey, that's what's up. And he ended up reading Isaiah 53, right?
Yeah.
So that's spiritual. But let's go.
Numbers 16 and 6. This dude take you censers, Korah, and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord do choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear I pray you, ye sons of Levi. Seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the Most High of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel to bring you too near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. Now let me jump down to the judgment.
Nah, where you at?
You want me to continue reading?
Yeah, where's the judgment at?
It's all the way like to 40.
Okay, go a little above the judgment.
Okay,
I
wait, no,
I
it's all
actually
about-
want to hear the whole thing.
Okay,
honestly.
it's
Yeah,
cool,
you know.
For which, verse 11, number 16 and 11, for which cause both thou and all that company are gathered together against the Lord, and what is Aaron that ye murmur against him? And
Right. You know, and you got these men murmuring against these great men in the spirit, man.
Yep.
How dare you, man? The audacity of these niggas, man. Somebody need to slap the shit out you niggas, man. Slap some sense into you. These type of niggas that make you want to get carnal, man.
Hey, bro, at that
That's
time,
a lack of integrity. Go ahead.
they were trying to usurp Moses' seat, and Moses was still alive. They were trying to take his position. Like, what the hell?
They thought they was on a level, man. Just like these faggots think they're on a level. You ain't on no level. Niggas got long hair. What kind of nigga are you? How your hair longer than your bitch hair, man? Fuck out of here, man.
yo, listen,
Fucking
man,
weenie.
that's a Greek custom.
Hey, you a punk, man.
It's a Greek
You
custom.
know, forgive me, you know, I'm a man.
If you get in a fight, all you gotta do is pull his hair.
That nigga, man, you ain't got a minute in you.
Hey, that's
You ain't
why-
got 30 seconds in you.
No, hey, if you watch animals,
Fucking weenie. I don't watch that nigga, bro. Nah, I don't watch that nigga, bro. Fuck that nigga. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Fuck that nigga, man. You ain't got 30 seconds in you, nigga. Go ahead, bro.
12.
And we ain't gonna get carnal with you. If you came up here, nigga, ain't
No, he
nobody,
got carnal with
ain't
us.
nobody trying to get carnal with you.
He got carnal with us. Remember what he did, Seattle, the brother in Seattle.
Right.
Yeah, he sent some dudes. But I'm saying, like, if you was to get up here and I wouldn't get carnal with you, I'll put a curse on you though, in your face. I'll let the Lord deal with your black ass. You fucking faggot. Go ahead.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram.
You're a fake ass crip, nigga. The Lord gonna cripple your ass.
Hmm.
How about that?
Be a real crib.
Yeah, you gonna be a real crip. You really gonna be throwing it up. You fucking weirdo.
You ain't gonna never be able to throw it down.
Oh, damn. They gonna have arthritis.
He continuously throws it up. What?
Yeah, fuck you, nigga.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that flowed with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us? And Moses didn't set himself to be a prince.
Man.
It was Yahweh that set Moses up, man. Okay?
Well, look how
Just like how
coming at him.
the Most High set up the apostles and the apostles a great millstone.
And their elders.
Okay, and their elders to be the heads of the nation of Israel. Okay?
These type of niggas don't have no respect, man. Look how they talking to him, man. Like he ain't Moses, man.
And we know that Moses, hey, remember last time when someone spoke against Moses? Miriam.
12.
Okay,
That
yep.
was the last time you heard of Miriam.
Yeah.
After that, Miriam ain't talked about no more. She learned her fucking lesson. Shut the fuck up. You know?
So what do you think is gonna happen to these niggas that's speaking against the Lord's priest? Showing
That's
no
crazy,
respect
man.
at all.
How you gonna say that, man? When even Nate ain't said that, General Yohana ain't said that. These men were in their company, man.
Yeah.
The apostles
Oh.
ain't say nothing like that. With your long hair punk ass, you came around what? 2010, 11? Nigga, the Lord gonna kill you, man.
Like the Apostle Paul said, these men never even known.
You ain't even met him.
I
You
met-
ain't even lay your eyes on him.
Right.
And that dude got a demonic ass countenance, man.
Yeah, he
That
does.
nigga Alizaza, you are Satan, man.
Yeah.
You a black demon,
You
man.
can see them demons running around in his eyes. That one eye just be going all over the place and shit. That motherfucker just be going over here. This one be looking straight, and that one just be turning, going sideways.
Remind me of Uncle Ruckus.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord killed you, nigga. This year. I will praise Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Hey,
In
'cause-
front of all.
Yeah.
Hey, because before judgment comes in the 2/3, it's going to start at those that know that the Israelites have been bullshitting and
Yeah,
not
and-
teaching the word correctly.
And the scriptures say pride goeth before destruction, man.
That's it right there. Haughty look.
And a haughty spirit before a fall, man.
Holy Spirit.
And you niggas is proud as all hell, man. Talking about, yeah, it's that. What he say, man? Damn, what he said after he said fuck RBI? He said, yeah, it's that type of night or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's that type of don't be calling my phone.
Hey,
about
don't
it.
go on my phone.
But the Lord gonna call your phone. The Lord gonna call your number.
Yeah,
he
he
gonna
got
know
your
your
number.
number.
He has their number.
Okay? He's gonna call and you gonna pick up. You know? You
Yeah.
gonna pick up, you gonna answer,
Yeah.
and he gonna tell you your judgment.
Or it
Okay?
might be your son, if you got sons, or your daughters, or your wives. The Lord could give you a sickness you can't reverse. You know, the Lord could give you a flesh-eating disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Sick of these niggas, man.
Yeah.
Remember Drake had a song like that? Tired of these niggas, something like that. Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas.
Mob ties.
Hey, what's
How's
up,
it going,
man?
brother?
I saw you. I saw
Yeah, he
you
was right there, right?
driving in the
his
car. You want to know what we're doing? We're teaching our people who they truly are, that they're Israelites. What's your nationality, my brother? You said what? American? You're American?
Where from Africa? I can't even hear you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you could be an Israelite, man.
He said Ivory Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's from the West Coast, bro? Shema, that's for
Yeah.
West Coast of Africa?
Yeah, Ivory Coast,
Yeah,
yeah.
you very well could be one of us, bro.
Got to, man.
We're telling our people, the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American man, that they're the Israelites.
I'll just put my 2 cents worth in it. Black people in the United States have to know at this time in history, you have to know a lot about Africa. Because you don't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you group, but in general population, because Africa is now #1.
You're on camera, huh?
Europeans, no, don't put me on camera.
Okay.
Europeans are dying. They don't have no more resources.
Yep.
They come in. For all the European persons that come to Africa and fall into our feet and begging us.
It's just not Europeans. You also have the Chinese, right? They're
No,
buying,
we do
they're
business
buying
with
off a lot of
Chinese.
land.
We do business with the Chinese. We do a multi-trillion-dollar business with the Chinese. Okay, a multi-trillion-dollars.
Okay.
And we don't give a damn whether Europeans like it or not. We'll always do it because there's a fine history before Genghis Khan. Africa was doing before even United States existed. Africa was doing business with the Chinese.
But look, brother, it's deeper than being African. It's about being an Israelite, bro. We're from the land of Israel.
But
We fled the white man and we went into Africa
No,
and Europe.
let me tell you something. The Catholic Church was the African who introduced it to the pagan Romans, the Ethiopians. Okay, if you go back and look at history, the pagan Romans were never Christians. It was the Ethiopians who took the church from Africa to the pagan Romans that you have a Catholic church today. You were not for the Ethiopian, you never have a Catholic church. The true Jews are Ethiopians.
Nah,
No.
no.
Yes.
No.
True Jews
True Jews
are
not
the
eat-
Negroes in America.
I can bet you anything the Jews know. You
All right,
might want to think so.
can I bring out a scripture for you to prove?
Colossian Jew,
No, you don't know the scriptures.
Ethiopian.
No, you don't. Because if you know, you will. No, they're not. They're not. They took on our customs because they were brought to our land. They had to learn our laws. So therefore, the Ethiopians, they were brought to the land of Israel, Samaria. You had a Syrian king named
They don't care
Shalmaneser.
about none of
Jesus
that.
parent came from?
Huh?
Jesus, where did his parent came from?
His parents?
Yeah.
What about his parents? His parents were from the
Israelites.
tribe of Judah, Israel.
They went into Egypt.
Yeah.
Mary, who's your call Mary? The mother of Jesus was not called Mary. She called Mary the M-A-R-Y-A-M. You know what that means?
What?
What'd you say? Miriam?
That was the mother of Jesus' name.
No, that's
No.
Moses' sister.
Oh.
You talking about Mary? You talking about Mary?
Okay, I gotta go. I'll talk to him.
All right, man.
Look, both parents of Yahweh Shai came from the same line as King David, man. You know?
Probably Benjamin into that.
Yeah, yeah,
Into
Jake.
that Haile
Jake.
Selassie shit.
Yeah, he on some shit. No, Jake is fucked up out here, man. But let's go ahead, bro.
Go back to Numbers 16.
We'll end it on this. But yeah, back to you scoffing ass, demonic ass niggas. The Lord gonna get you, man. And you gonna have to keep that same energy when the Lord bring it to your doorstep, man. You know? 'Cause
And
this disrespect gotta stop, man.
they're not. They're not.
They're not.
We're gonna be like the forefathers in the wilderness of Mount Sinai. When they heard the Lord's voice, they're like, oh,
No. The Lord he gonna stop
no.
them.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna have to step in and stop you niggas. He gonna create a new thing on your ass.
Numbers 16 and 15. And Moses was very wroth and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all that company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow. And make every man his censer, and put incense in them. And bring ye before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also and Aaron each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they
Yep, that's right. Go ahead.
and they fell upon their faces and said, O Most High, the power of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin And would thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram.
Right, you men that truly believe in Yahweh Shema Shai and Sakari, you better get away from them niggas. You better get away from them niggas, man, for the Lord judge all of y'all, man. Go ahead.
And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan, and Abiram and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men,
Woo!
and touch ye nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, on every side, and Dathan and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know that the Lord has sent me to do all these works.
Right, the Lord, you're going to know that the Lord sent the apostles and the elders and their elders. You're going to know it, man.
For I have not done them of my own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass.
Hey, these men are provoking the Lord now.
Right, how?
By speaking against his men.
That's right.
You going against the order, my man.
And they're not even realizing what they're doing.
With no remorse.
Right.
No fear whatsoever, man. Hey, when Saul died, did King David say, did King David praise the Lord? Or was he sorrowful for Saul's death? He was sorrowful, man. You know? He wasn't like, oh, fuck Saul. Nah, man. You know? He loved Saul, man. He respected him as his elder, man. You know? These niggas have no character, man.
I think in that story, there was a Benjamite that did the same thing, no? Shimei.
Benjamite that did the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, Shimei cursed to King David. King David never forgot it.
Yeah.
And when he was on his deathbed, he told Solomon to handle that dude.
Yeah, that's.
In other words, you know, handle this nigga, man.
Yep.
You know? So the Lord ain't gonna forget what you niggas is doing. And we ain't forgotten. We ain't forgetting. Go ahead.
31. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up,
Come on, man.
and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
Ooh, shit.
And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also.
Right, you know how Jake is.
Yes, so
Jake gonna start booking it. They don't want no problems. And that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a severe judgment for Jake to recognize, man. It's gonna take for Yahweh Shema Shai to defend these men.
It's too late when that
Yeah,
happens.
it's gonna be way too late. For the ones that are being wicked, yeah. But that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take the Lord to step in and show who he's with and who he's not with, man. And he definitely ain't with you wicked ass niggas, man. You demonic ass Sakari, man. And you other niggas, what's the nigga name? A War, No Light, La War.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna kill you too, nigga. Fuck all you niggas, man. Was that it, Doc?
Yeah, there was a lot more, but
That's the point. You know, the Lord did a new thing to make it be known who he's with. You got something up? Oh, okay, I thought he was holding something. Nobody got last closing scripture?
oh, I got one.
Go ahead.
It's in Isaiah 31, right?
We'll end it on that.
All right, Isaiah 31.
And this is all around the time of the Pesach too, man. These niggas always got something to say or do around this time, man.
Isaiah 31 and 4 points at 5. For thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, Like as a lion and the young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against them, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase themselves for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion, and for the hill thereof. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. And the reason I brought this out, passing over, you look up pass, the same word for the Hebrew word is for it, pasak, just like Passover.
That's right.
Okay?
Yep. Read it again.
Hey, so this Passover, we're not gonna be, you know, in like how in Egypt they were still there. This time, Lord willing, we're gonna be beamed up.
Right? That's right. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it.
That's right. That's right. And that's going into the deliverance. That's birds flying, man. The birds fly in formation, and them ships gonna be in formation when the Lord come back, man.
That's right.
You know? And what you niggas gonna do when the Lord come back? Come on, man. You really think in your heart of hearts that the Lord gonna save you niggas? Fuck out of here, man. You can't even listen to the men that the Lord set up. Alright, so Lord's will, it's been edifying, man. You know, in the season of the Passover, man. Take this time serious, man, and you know, reflect on what the Lord has done for us as a nation, man. You know, and we hoping that this is the last Passover on this side, man. Bible Kashah Yahweh Shema side. So with that, we want to end it by giving all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah
Barakatah
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.